Okay, really quickly, I am going to share 3 things every 20-something should know. This applies to everybody, but specifically people who are just beginning a new phase in their life. If you just started college, you're in the middle of college, you just joined the workforce, whatever it is, you just moved somewhere, you're at a stage in life, maybe relatively earlier, and you feel unsure, you don't have enough experiences to draw from. I am now in my mid-20s, 25, and I'm going to share 3 things that you need to know and that I wish I had known, but I learned and I want to share with you guys. So number 1, stand up for yourself. Listen, this is very important. What it comes down to is you understanding when you feel uncomfortable, okay, when your intuition is telling you that situation isn't right for you, someone said something that crossed your boundaries, offended you, do not suppress. Stand up for yourself. Why? Because no one else is going to do it for you, and it becomes a habit, and you do not want to have a habit of not standing up for yourself, suppressing your energy. And I think that when you make it a habit to not stand up for yourself, to not stand your ground, you're only doing a disservice to yourself and also the people around you, because it's really, this kind of energy is going to spill over in other relationships and circumstances. It's going to increase tension over your life. So please, I know you might not have enough experience to draw from, and maybe you might not feel comfortable expressing when you don't feel comfortable with something. Stand up for yourself, because nobody else will do it for you, okay? Nobody else. Number 2, have a goal in mind that aligns with you. So whatever it is that you're passionate about, something that you want to contribute towards, something that really sparks excitement, you need to have a goal and break it down into sub-goals, and then understand that the day-to-day tasks that are required are not going to be as exciting or exhilarating. I can give an example. Maybe you want to start a club, okay, at university. So this is something that would, bring together your passions, and you want to build a community, etc., something that's outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you're going to start reaching out to people, doing cold emails, bringing together people, interviewing people, etc. I'm being so hypothetical here, but the point being made is have a goal, stay committed, and let it drive you forward. Because sometimes I think we all have dreams and goals, and then maybe we don't pick one, write it down, and then stay committed to it. It's taken me a few years to gain the confidence to do so. I think that's what it comes down to. Gaining the confidence to say, this is a goal, I feel great about it, and I'm going to pursue it. So, point being made is have a goal, write it down, and pursue it. And get used to this habit from the get-go, from your early 20s. I don't know if you graduated high school just now, whatever, it really doesn't matter, but especially early on, my point is get into the habit of pursuing a goal that aligns with the directions, with your interests, who you are, and what you want to contribute towards, okay? Number 3, there is space for you, and what I mean by this is for your personality, who you are, what you bring to the table. There's space for you. I think sometimes, especially early on, you might be exposed to different circles and friend groups and different clubs or organizations, and you might just feel you just don't feel like you fit into every single organization or every single event. Listen, whatever your personality is, whoever you are, you don't need to change who you are, okay? You don't. And I think it's easy sometimes to fall into this habit of, this person didn't really click with me. So then, despite the fact that I was, communicated with a few other people and we had a good conversation, it was just this one person. So I really got to find out what's wrong. Listen, you are good just as you are. Even if you go to an event and you don't click with anybody, okay, you need to be comfortable with yourself. You're growing, you're evolving, accept where you are, reflect at the end of the day. Did I speak up for myself? Did I approach this person? Did I make a new friend? Whatever it is, just reflect and understand that you are a project in the sense that you're constantly reviewing yourself and looking at yourself and thinking, how can I better express who I am? How can I discipline myself more to achieve this goal, etc., etc. But as you are, there's room for you. You don't need to feel as though you need to change who you are. Because listen, if you have that mentality, you're always going to feel like you have to change who you are. When you go into different events, places, you move somewhere, you go to a different job, and you feel, oh my goodness, these people are so much different than me. As you are, you're great. You're going to advance and you're going to grow. but there's space for you. So those are the three things that if you are in your early 20s or you're early on in life, these are habits I really recommend you instill from the onset. Speak up for yourself. Know your boundaries. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, okay? Having a goal and pursuing it, something that aligns with you, and knowing there's space for you. You're enough as you are. And all important things, because especially when we're starting out and we're really young and we're around so many different personalities and people, it's hard for us to kind of really like dust away other people's impressions and what people think, and to just look at ourselves for who we are, and to not pay so much attention to people's perceptions, but to also care about how we think about ourselves, our values. Very important, okay? Because you'll get to it anyways later on in life. All right, guys, take care, and yeah, keep these three things in mind, all right?